What's up, you dirty dogs? It's your boy eLVn, and today we are back with our I Love a Mama's Boy series following Mike the Mama's Boy and his mom Liz. Where we last left off, we found out that Mike and Steph have a very dysfunctional relationship due to the fact that Mike is one hell of a man-child. Steph, on the other hand, while they've only been dating for 2 years, she already wants to get married. And of course Liz, who is an over-controlling woman to the point where Mike can't really make his own decisions. Now, where we last left off, Steph had the idea of thinking maybe that she should invite Liz to do something in her world, as Liz is very careful. She likes to live a very safe and protected lifestyle. Meanwhile, Steph, she's very much an outdoors person. She loves to go and ski. She loves to explore. This shows Steph has an idea to invite Liz to a ski trip that Mike and Steph were planning to go on. Yeah, and we all know how that's gonna turn out.
Maybe it isn't such a good idea to be disingenuous when I'm around Mike's mom. I need my boyfriend's mom to be okay with the thought of us being together forever.
And of course, if she's thinking about marriage and thinking about wanting to be with Mike for the rest of her life, then she's got to be herself. Otherwise, she's not going to be who she really is around Liz, and that is a living hell, I'll tell you that much.
We had this idea that I could invite Liz to do something that we could really bond over, where I'm being my true self. That's skiing. I'm going to see how, Mike feels about it.
I think it's actually a great idea to have Liz come along, because then she can actually open her eyes to see what this dangerous sport is like. Skiing. Dangerous. Yes, of course it's dangerous, but everything's dangerous, right, Are
you serious? You're the one that's constantly complaining that my mom is around too much. I feel like skiing is like the one thing that we have together that she has yet to infiltrate.
The way that he said infiltrate, it seems like such an escapist kind of way of thinking, to feel like you have to do this activity that your mom doesn't do just to get time away from her. And I mean, it shouldn't really be like that. If you want time away from her, you should have time away from her. You're a grown-ass man and she's a grown-ass woman, Don't have to use skiing as an excuse, bro. You're going on a ski trip now, so can't hang out today. This is the 4th ski trip of the week.
I like that Steph wants to spend time with my mom, but I'm really questioning the way she's trying to do it. She thinks that this is gonna reveal some breakthrough. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm open to trying.
It's kind of sad that Mike's unwillingness to try and get this to work shows his immaturity and overprotectiveness of his mom. Mind you, of course, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right? Mike's mom is a very controlling person. I mean, his dad wasn't around while he was young, so therefore he's obviously learned a lot from his mom to be controlling. Everything has to be right. When Liz isn't around, Mike has to be the controlling one, especially in the relationship with Steph. Mike isn't even humoring the idea. He's like, nah, it's not gonna work. Trust me, I know her, I know you, this, that. I'm the man, I know everything. I'm omnipotent. The problem here is that, they say it's an equal relationship, but it really isn't. Whenever everyone wants to get together and do something, it has to be something that Liz likes to do, because they have to cater to her and what she likes. But whenever Steph wants to do something, no one gives a rat's ass.
It's Saturday, so I'm stopping by Michael's apartment to drop off food for the week. I love my son, and I always want to make sure he's taking care of himself.
Stop the cap. It's Saturday, and that's what you got planned? You either need to find a hobby or need to start dating. I'm just saying.
They're not home. I'm glad Michael gave me the key so I can check in and just clean up the mess once in a while. I know how busy he is, but he needs my help.
Stop the cap. If he needed your help, he would come to your place. Why does she have a key to his apartment? Sorry, not even his apartment. It's their apartment, as in Mike and Steph's. That's too intrusive for me. I'm not about to give my parents a key to my place unless they live there. Is that not the point of moving out? Is so that you have your own privacy, you have your own space. Like, it's fully fine for them to come and visit and, stay. Not to fully intrude whenever the fuck they want.
It looks like Michael's picking up some bad habits. Since he was little, he would pick up everything, and the house was spotless. Since day one, that's how he was taught.
That's kind of rude of her to have an opinion about bad habits influenced by Steph when she doesn't really know the full context of anything. Maybe they were just busy that day and left laundry out or left stuff out on the table. Maybe they had a long night. You never know. It just seems like she puts herself on this pedestal where she's the best and Mike has to live his life the way that she has orchestrated it for him. Any path that deviates from that is a bad one. Therefore, if something looks out of place in the room, it's obviously Steph's fault.
I don't know why they still have dead flowers. Everything's falling, so that...
Oh my gosh, she's cutting up the flowers and the birthday balloons. Like, this is not your crib, bro. Like, if they want to, extend the birthday celebration for themselves, let them extend it.
Steph is undoing the good qualities that I've instilled in Michael, and I just want him to continue to being the boy, the person that I raised him to be.
The fact that she said boy instead of man... He's 26. That's why I say man-child all the time.
I'll make it spotless. The way I would like it.
The way she likes it? Well, goddamn, bitch, this ain't your apartment, so it doesn't matter if you like it or not. She said she's gonna make it spotless. I'm gonna be honest with you. That apartment didn't even look that messy. Like, sure, there's some clothes in a basket everywhere and there, but, it's just... It's just a little bit of mess. Just need to push it to the side. Just make sure you don't look at my room, because my room is a similar situation. But hey, I don't ask my mom for help, because when I have time, I will clean the room. And then give it a week and my room's messy again. But at this point, you might as well hire a maid.
Hi.
You scared the hell out of me.
Hey.
You scared the hell out of her? But she would have scared the shit out of me. I would have walked into my apartment and seen my mom like, oh, what the fuck? Who the hell's in my apartment?
I decided to stop by, surprise you.
When did you get a key?
A little dusting. I did a little dusting.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Bruh. Not much has changed. Things were just literally moved away, and the dude thinks it's fucking spotless and beautiful. Sorry, Liz, you should have at least taught him how to clean properly, because clearly he doesn't know how to do shit.
You didn't even tell me that you're giving your mom a key?
I mean, it was like 2 months ago. I didn't even think I needed to.
2 months? 2 months in and he didn't say anything. Didn't even sprinkle it in a conversation somewhere. I mean, she is very, very warranted to be mad about this. Because, I mean, 2 months and not say anything? God, a week? Maybe you have some leeway. But 2 months? My brother Mike. 2 months? You're literally giving someone access to your home environment, your safe space. Sure, she's your mom, so you would feel safe and you would feel comfortable. But Steph isn't your wife. You should definitely consult her about this.
At least tell me.
Really? She's in the other room. I'm not trying to fight with you about this right now.
Yeah, and another thing that we've learned about Mike, when he can't handle something, he just kind of dismisses it and pushes it away. Like, he's clearly in the wrong here, and yet when Steph brings it up, he's all like, oh, what? Why are you mad, huh? Well, I don't want to fight about this right now. She's in another room. That's man-child behavior, Mike. You need to sort that out, right?
I don't want to worry about Liz snooping through our stuff while I'm away. It just feels like an invasion of my privacy.
On one hand, yes, very, very true. You don't want someone to be snooping around your stuff. On the other hand, what you hiding, girl? You hiding something? You hiding something that people shouldn't know about?
Why did she just come in here?
She cleans the whole place for us.
She cleans the place for us. So is that the intention of giving your mom a key? Because you're a lazy piece of shit? You can't vacuum and move some stuff out of the way? Bruh, stop the cat.
We weren't even here. It's not like she's gonna barge in on us.
Come on, you gotta think this through. Sometimes you get a little romantic, a little bit frisky during the day, during the night. Could be any time, you know? It's spontaneous. You never know. You know, when love flourishes, it kind of just happens. And then your mom walks right in, you got your girlfriend spread out on the fucking counter, and then, you know, it's all over. It's all over from there, all right? The relationship is done. You're gonna put the cucumber away, bro, because, you know, breakfast is done. Breakfast is served.
But anyway, I folded everything, or I put it away in the bedroom, because just actually, you know what, when I walked in and saw these clothes all over the place, I was a little horrified. People don't need to see that when they walk in.
Oh, we weren't expecting anybody here.
You were horrified. People would be horrified. Okay, listen here. The whole world doesn't have a key to their apartment, so they wouldn't be expecting anybody to show up anyway. Stupid. Liz, come on, Liz.
But I took care of that situation. It was kind of like a big mess.
Oh, a conceited definition of a big mess. If you call that a big mess, you should definitely not come into my room.
I get stuck picking up after you every single day. So I'd
So
rather
she
have...
can pick up after me?
I mean, she needs to.
So you invited your mom to be a housekeeper for us. That's normal.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Oh, look at Mike's face, bro. He got called out and realized he's stupid. This is Mike's logic. Steph is a little bit messy. She leaves things around. And instead of Mike being the bigger man and helping her clean up once in a while, every now and then, leading by example, he decides to hire a housekeeper for free. And also, it's his mom. What a lazy piece of shit, bro. He said she needs to come clean. Or you need to get off your ass and clean it yourself. What is the point of moving out if you're not going to act independently, you know?
Where'd my flowers go?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
when
The
I
birthday
came,
ones, right?
Oh, yeah. Let's just realize she done fucked up.
your birthday was like 2 weeks ago, right?
No, like it was less than a week ago.
But they were like almost dead.
I'm usually very sentimental about my flowers.
But I did save you your balloon.
Ah, and that's the silver lining, isn't it? Balloon. How can you be so far off in the timeline saying that her birthday was 2 weeks ago and then Steph saying it's less than a week ago? Like, bruh, if you know something is there and you need to throw it away or destroy it or get rid of it, maybe you should put it to the side and ask when they get back and not just take the initiative. I'm just doing this with initiative because I'm not sure if it is initiative at this point, and just throwing things away when you shouldn't. You should definitely ask the owner before you do anything, okay?
Those flowers were completely fine. I don't know if it's a power move, but you're not gonna come into my house and throw away my thing.
And I'm not sure if flowers really count as something sentimental, but at the end of the day, yeah, you should ask first. Even Liz, she had that little smile after she said she saved Steph's balloon, like almost evil.
For all you know, Mike might come home from work and you'll be in the kitchen again.
Actually, yeah.
Who knows?
That's why I gave you a key.
Absolutely.
Oh, is that why? Mama takes care of everything.
I can't understand why no one can see or feel the awkwardness in the room. Mike is just so oblivious to her emotional distress. Like, he's just kind of letting it slide. I'm at a loss for words right now.
Steph thinks that if you come see us ski together, it'll be a good bonding experience.
But honey, you know how much I hate skiing. I hate skiing. I hate the cold.
Oh my god, Liz, you sound like a woman child. Like, at your age, you've done a lot of living already, and I'm sure you know what it's like to experience new things. Nowadays, all you really do is look after Mike, and I don't really know what you do in your spare time. I feel like, don't you want to, like, at least experience some new things, even if you end up going to the ski slopes and not even skiing and just being there, digging the sides. The scenery's great. Here in New Zealand, we have a place called Queenstown. We snowboarded once at one of the mountains, and then the other mountains we just visited just to see the view, the beautiful view. Nature's great. But man, she really had to say she hated skiing twice before she even went on to saying other things she hated about the whole thing. And the sad thing is she can't even understand or see that Steph is actually just trying to bond with her, and she's not even reciprocating in any sort of way.
So by Steph asking me to do this, I feel like it's an empty gesture. You would think she would try and pick something that I like to do, not something that she likes to do.
The point of this trip is not to please Liz, but to get to know Steph more. Now, Steph and Mike have been dating for 2 years, and I'm sure she's tagged along to many things that Liz likes to do. So for once, it would be nice for Liz to join them on something that they would like to do. From my own observation, Steph has always been in Liz's shadow, and that's what it looks like in Mike's eyes as well. And it's sad to see that Liz won't even try to meet Steph halfway to do something that she's into, or even just be present.
I think that you need to be a little bit more open to it. Honestly, it's a little bit upsetting to me as your son.
Come on, Michael, that's not good.
At least give Steph a chance.
Good job, you finally defended Steph. Like, yeah, you defended her a little bit last time when you were playing basketball with Liz and you guys were talking about the whole marriage stuff, but not really with Steph there. Mike is totally right. He needs to look at things with a little bit more of an open mind.
It's not worth risking my life for this skiing thing. I'm not sure if she's the right choice for Michael, so it's not a top priority for me to bond with Stephanie.
What the fuck? She thinks she's risking her life to go skiing. Man, thousands and thousands of people go ski every year. And yeah, there's accidents all the time. There's accidents in all kinds of sports and all kinds of activities. But that doesn't stop people from doing them. That's why there's safety precautions in place. Bruh, Liz isn't sure that Steph is the right girl for Mike because what, they think they're gonna die on a ski trip? Bruh, she needs to get a grip, for real, for real. Life is full of dangers, left, right, and center. But you can't stay holed up forever. It's like that episode of SpongeBob where he stays indoors all the time. Indoors. In her head, she thinks, yeah, I don't think they're gonna work out, so what's the point of me even trying to bond with her? Yeah, it's not gonna work out if you're not gonna try, is it?
What's up, guys? It's Mike here, and I'm here to talk to you about another wonderful product. With quarantine, I've been spending so much more time with Steph, which I absolutely love, but I also haven't seen my mom in months, and for me, that's hard.
My mom! Haven't seen my mom in months, man. So now we're moving on to when it was the peak time of quarantining. And Liz wasn't always around to kind of butt in, which means they got to have their own privacy. But knowing Mike, he's going to be always calling, always talking to Liz, so it's like she's always still there.
Steph's been really helping me a lot with getting online content, but it's definitely been a little bit different because my mom's usually the one that does that.
Is it a problem that Steph's doing it instead of Liz? I mean, it's just someone holding the camera, right?
I had a FaceTime call with a producer out in LA, but I'm afraid to tell Mike because I know it's gonna be an issue for him. I know he's gonna need to move with me, and then that's gonna be a problem for his mom.
The thing about long distance is that if you guys truly love each other, you can make it work. Mind you, it is LA. Shit happens in LA, and also for them, LA isn't barely that far. I mean, they're moving states. They're not even moving countries. I feel like people get a bit too overdramatic about moving to a different state where the time zone might not even be different.
I got a job offer for a talk show in LA.
Woo! Back to the awkward energy. Damn, you can see the moment Mike's heart just sinks the second Steph tells him about the job offer. Like, ugh, compose yourself, brother.
It's not just like I just want to go to LA for the hell of going into LA.
Like, just go to LA all of a sudden?
Well, she just said it wasn't like a random impulsive thing to wanting to go to LA. The dude just doesn't listen, bro. Come on, guys. What I suspect here is that Mike is just afraid of change. And the most important change here is being away from his mom. But the thing is, being in quarantine and not seeing her for months, yet he's still calling her, FaceTiming her, texting her, sending messages. What difference would that be if he had moved to another state to work? In fact, he's a model, right? So LA would actually be a great place for him to build his portfolio and do more work. He could still stay in contact with his mom, and then he can obviously come back and visit. Liz can obviously go to LA to visit. It's fine. She's not that old to the point where she can't travel. I don't know why Mike is letting Liz get in the way of both Steph and his opportunities. Like I said, LA would be a great place for him to work, and it's a great place for Steph to work. In fact, she already has work lined up, so it's almost perfect in this case.
Steph has been out of work for months now, and I genuinely understand why she wants to take this job. At the same time, my mom is at the forefront of my mind, and I really don't want to leave her behind permanently.
At the forefront of your mind and leaving her permanently, bro? You're not moving to fucking Mars, bro. Change is a very natural part of life. Without change, there's complacency, and complacency leads to nothing but nothing.
What if you do go to LA? Like, would you go without me? And like, what would we do? Distant?
You can make one phone call and you'll have an LA agent.
I'm not worried about getting signed in LA.
Whoa, okay. Cocky guy gets signed in LA straight away. Okay. I get a lot of insecure vibes from him. You know, not only is he afraid of change in terms of leaving his mom, but he's also afraid that if Steph moves without him, you know, clearly something might happen. The relationship might fall apart. The insecurities are shining out a lot more than this macho vibe that everyone keeps saying he has. And listen, man, it's okay to worry. If you worry or if you're nervous about something, it means you care. And if you care, it means you need to put a lot of thought into it. And you just got to understand what is the best move for both you and Steph. Especially with the uncertainty of the world's climate at that time. Trust me, making a big move to make money is a great idea, especially in your guys' line of work. If you guys aren't constantly pushing for more work, bruh, you ain't gonna have a place to stay for long.
This is a great situation work-wise, so why don't I go ahead and just, you know, get signed in LA?
The dude can literally see all the pros to moving to LA. It's great for his work. He can start a new life with the person he's in love with and wants to spend the rest of his life with. But the thing that's holding him back is his mom.
Honestly, like at some point, my mom has to know that like I'm not going to be around forever, and like if it's a better professional move for us, I need to just take a deep breath and man up.
Okay, that's good. It seems like Mr. Manchild is maturing just a little bit. He understands that the benefits outweigh the negatives in terms of moving to LA, moving away from his mom. And he understands and realizes that his mom could just be potentially guilt-tripping him by saying that he is choosing Steph over her. But again, weird way of thinking about it, because it's not a competition in that aspect, because then that would make it feel like you're dating your mom, and like, I don't even want to talk about that. So now, quarantine is over, it's been several months, and Mike and Steph are finally about to meet up with Liz. And yeah, it's about to get real awkward, because they're about to break the news to Liz, so not really sure how she's going to take it. That's a lie, I know more or less how she's going to take it.
It would be a good decision for both of us to move out to LA.
I don't know what else to say.
Why don't you think about it before you decide?
Michael?
In the meantime, I'm here by myself. How can you, like, leave home without me?
Mom.
Well, it's been about 3 months since Mike and Steph has seen Liz, and she still wants to use her signature line, which is...
Why don't you think about it?
They've had nothing but time to think about it. They've been thinking about it. They thought of it already. And also, I still think Mike should have been the one to have brought this topic up. Like, at the end of the day, it's his mom. I don't know why you're getting your girlfriend to convince your mom whether you can move with her. It's like you're dating another mom because you're asking this mom to ask your original mom whether you can go stay with your new mom. Yeah, and Liz, you gotta just do this with an open mind. In the last video we covered, you talked about compromise. If they want to move, maybe let them move and think of like a plan of when you can visit, when they can visit. The problem is she thinks it's all about her. First thing she said about the move is that Mike is leaving her here all alone. How could you leave me? It's all about me. I'm alone. Liz, you still have a long life to live, but you have lived a big portion of your life, and you should have been preparing your son to move on with his. If you're going to keep him held back here, his opportunities aren't going to be as vast as going to somewhere like LA. Here, I suppose we see those insecurities unraveling on Liz.
Steph really wants to go.
And you leave your mom too?
But she's not happy about it.
I don't know why he has to go with her. I don't think that's right.
Wow, man. Liz, just like Mike, I can see now, she also can't get a grip of her own emotions. A, guilt-tripped Mike, then B, went on to attack Steph to be like, hey, you would leave your mom? That's so disappointing. Like, I try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, but Liz is literally holding Mike back here. In fact, she's holding herself back.
I'm just saying it's something that maybe you could check out first, because he's already seen it.
We talked about
Maybe you might not even like it.
Yeah, we'll figure that out, but I think you should come with me.
You need to speak up, cuz. It's like, oh, here's the thing, guys. No, sorry. You guys keep talking. Sorry. He's completely emasculated when it comes to these two women in his life. Like, I don't know what is going on. When it's one-on-one, he can have a full emotional outburst. But when they're both there, he is literally nothing. Listen, the younglings got to leave the nest at some point. As a parent, your job is to nurture and care and help prepare your child to go off into the big wide world so that they can live on your own. Because when you're gone, you can't look after them. So if they're not ready to leave the nest and look after themselves, you've clearly done a bad job. Isn't that just a scary thought, thinking that your child can't live life without you?
It's always just been me and Michael. With quarantining, they've been talking about, and so he's just hearing her side. But she's not taking my son away from me. That many states away, it's just not going to happen.
She's psychotic. You don't own Mike, though. The problem here is that Liz is constantly saying that Steph is the one that's taking Mike away. And yet you haven't asked once whether Mike wants to move himself. What if he's the one who actually wants to move? This is what Steph was saying when they were talking back in quarantine. She was saying that if Mike would actually open up to her and say, look, this is actually what I want to do. This is going to help progress my career. I'm sure that Liz would support his decision. Yet Mike is like, yo, nah. Steph, you bring it up and say it's all about you so I don't get any of the heat.
This is the girl I want to make my wife. I have to stay strong and let my mom know this is one thing that I am not willing to negotiate.
Like, honestly, good on Mike for being adamant about wanting to move to LA, but it's too bad these are all of his inner thoughts and he has trouble bringing them out onto the surface.
I don't want to leave you, but like, if Steph has this opportunity, I got to be there for her.
Oh, and honey, you know I'd never keep you from anything. I never have.
And I know you haven't.
Hey, she hasn't kept him from anything, but god damn, she sure has tried. I mean, she tried right now, you know what I mean? Liz has always supported Mike, and hell, Steph has always supported Mike, so Mike is right to say that he should go to LA to support her, because eventually she's gonna do well and then she'll know people and they can help Mike. Look, it's all a connections thing.
I want to go to LA. I want to.
No, I understand, honey, but just okay. That's fine if that's something you want to do.
Liz is actually very accepting if Mike truly wanted to go to LA, but Mike is too much of a man-child and he couldn't man up to just tell her himself. Now, the relationship definitely could be better, but Liz is definitely taking a huge step forward in allowing Mike to go to LA. It's actually really good for her. It's good that she's accepting Mike's decision, and hopefully this distance is actually going to help inspire her to do things on her own.
It's only a 5-hour flight. I'll fly you out when you want, and I'm telling you.
As long as you have an extra room for me.
There's always an extra room for you.
Bro, obviously, where else is she gonna stay when she visits? I mean, yeah, sure, you could get a hotel room for her, but I mean, with the way your relationship is with her, that's not gonna happen. I mean, come on. No way, mate. Oh, geez, Steph was so relieved that that conversation was over, she could not wait to down her wine. And that is the end of the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. What have we learned today? We've learned today that although Mike is an extreme man-child, he is slowly maturing and he's slowly standing his ground when it comes to talking to his mom and making decisions on his own. And we learned that Liz is a guilt-tripping control freak who also needs time for herself, so that she can now, you know, explore and figure out what she really wants to do with her life, especially when Mike isn't around. And the next chapter to the story, Steph and Mike will be moving to LA and they'll be experiencing life away from Liz. We'll see how Mike handles it, we'll see how Liz handles it, and we'll see how the relationship between Mike and Steph either grow or deteriorate. And if you guys want to see those videos, make sure you guys subscribe so that you don't miss out when the video drops. Otherwise, much love. Thank you so much to everyone who always comes and watches and supports. I love you guys. It's great. It's your boy eLVn, and I'll catch you dirty dogs in the next one. Peace. Said she feeling horny. Don't lie, say it straight. I know you want me, girl. Said I know you want me. Don't lie, feel the tension between us burning up.